It's a Jasper racing motor, and it's only got, what, 80K on it? See, look, it's in really good shape.
Jasper motor's out.
Oh yeah! We're going to start comparing these two motors and see what we need to do in order to make one good one work. So we got both of the upper intakes off of both of the motors. Wasn't too bad. There's bolts down the side, and then you got two bolts on the driver's side of the engine, rather, that are kind of hidden. Well, I didn't see those at first. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit, make sure that we get a good seal on the gasket, and then swap it over to the new motor, which is that one right there. We got the whole harness disconnected with the fuel rail off right now. I'm going to swap the injectors over from the newer motor, so that way, I already know they work, so I'd rather keep the ones that I know work. And then we're going to start just like plugging in sensors one at a time, make sure we don't miss anything. And we'll update you when we get done with that. This is a very large harness, so this is going to take a while. Alright, so we got the most of the harness all hooked back up here. We do have some vacuum lines that we're rerouting. We need to get a couple of adapters and stuff for that. But before we go to the store, I want to just make sure we don't need anything else. And I'm going to do the spark plugs on this, because if you have to do this when it's in the car, it is a pain in the ass. They're under the intake or the exhaust manifold, but they're at an angle, so you can't even really get them from the top. You can get the front one from the top on one side, but the rest of them are just a bitch, and you got to get them from the bottom. And if you don't have a lift, it'll take you forever. The V8s are a pain in the ass too, so if you have one of these, go ahead. You have the engine out. Do the spark plugs. You'll thank me. Alright, so one of the other things we're doing to fix on this car is on these Pontiacs, the center console, or the steering column rather, has broken clip that's on the steering column. So these pieces right here were an attempt to make it work. There's actually a plastic ring in here that breaks all the time. So the fix for it is to take it out of another steering column or replace it. So while we got a car for parts, we're just going to rip it out of this one. So we're going to do that. It's looks like it's about 5 bolts, as long as you don't have to replace the steering wheel. So hopefully we don't have to take the steering wheel off to do this, because we're going to just swap the whole thing. There's a couple connectors that we have to swap over still. We have to take off the O2 sensors and swap those over. So we're going to finish up the last few things. Pull the car in here and lift it, put it on the K-member, you know, that deal. We've already done it a couple times now, so we're getting to be pretty good at it. So that's what's coming up next, and you know, hopefully we'll get this thing running soon. Stay tuned. Alright, in this clip right here, I am drilling out the exhaust manifold studs. They broke off while we were trying to take everything apart, and this was not easy. It's very loud, so we're just doing voiceover for this part, but not fun. This part sucked and took a long time. We're just going to put the motor in on the K-member and then try and drop the car back down on it and see what happens. We should be able to get it in. Alright, everything's hooked up. We still need to bleed the brakes. We broke a bleeder valve, but that's not important. We're going to try and start it. We already started it once and it fired up. So we're going to just try and see if we can get it running and bleed the system. Coolant and all that good stuff. Sounds good. It's purring like a kitten. Not bad at all.
Put some more coolant in there.
Yeah, let it warm up. Probably open the thermostat and stuff, and just kind of
Make sure the fans kick on.
all that good stuff. Just filling up the automatic transmission. It seems to be running fine. The security light's still on. I don't know why. It still starts, so yeah, I guess take care of this. Seems good. Feel the brakes out, because it can be really shitty.
Brake booster's bad in this car.
It sounds like a tank. The brake booster is got a vacuum leak in it.
Woo! That shit just went sideways. Ooh.
Push. Alright, so Firebird V6 3800 swap. Initially I said it was a 6 of a 10. It's a 6 if you have a lift and you're pulling it out from the bottom. Other than that, it is a not easy job as far as engine swaps go. I don't know, guys. If it's something you have to do, don't call me. That's all I have to say.
Oh, we're gonna be doing it again.
Yeah, we got to put it one. Well, you know, part of this whole process, we ended up with a parts car, so we'll see what we can do with that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. We picked this guy up today, so there's definitely going to be more videos on Pontiacs and Firebirds. Drift missile status, maybe. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.